Welcome back, everybody. My name is Lewis, and this is another episode of Man Bites Film. This week, we're going to be reviewing, like always, 3 movies that are currently streaming somewhere, some way. So, this main review is going to be about Intolerable, Cruelty, and this is a Coen Brothers film. And before I get into that, though, I want to mention a new little thing that I'm going to show and use as a gimmick, I guess you could say, in the show. I'm gonna have the what the fuck button and the easy button. So whenever I see something that's awesome, that's totally badass, Jesus here will be holding the easy button, and I could also press the WTF button when I think something is ridiculous or just wow, how the fuck. So without further ado, go into the actual review itself. And Intolerable Cruelty is basically a story about gold diggers, and it stars George Clooney, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Billy Bob Thornton. And Catherine Zeta-Jones in this film, this is when she was hot. I mean, she was smoking, alright? This was back in the day when she was, like, legitimately one of the sexiest women alive, alright? So, the whole story is about George Clooney, that he's a divorce attorney and the best divorce attorney in all of Los Angeles, which, as everybody knows, Los Angeles is the capital of divorce because of the movie stars and all these guys. That's the core of the divorce capital of the United States. So this guy is the best of the best in the highest rate of divorce city in the United States. So he is the best divorce attorney by fault. And he is like a cynical lover. Every relationship that he's had, he's like, no, I will never get married because why the hell would I get married? I see what happens in the end, and this is just, no, this is ridiculous. So Clooney plays this kind of awesome, awestruck character in this film, and he sort of does the best role that I've ever seen George Clooney do. So this is Clooney at his prime, at his best, in my opinion. I mean, this is him taking it from the General Hospital to legit acting skills. Alright? He does a phenomenal job in this film by establishing the character and establishing the fact that he is like a cynical person. And he's an awesome lawyer. And you could tell the way he treats people and everything. He plays that off so well. This persona that he creates, it's you fall into this world because of these characters that these 3 actors create, and the world that's surrounded by that's made by the Coen brothers in this film, both the writing and the directing. It falls perfectly neatly into a little like nice little bubble that you fall into their world. And Catherine Zeta-Jones is the gold digger, obviously. And her friends are trying to basically manipulate these guys into falling in love with her so they could get divorced and make a ton of money. And Catherine Zeta-Jones has done this already previously. And actually, that's how she meets George Clooney in the film. And they kind of have like that moment where they're like, oh, wow, she's beautiful. And he falls in love with her at first sight. And the whole story revolves around this long con, and it just develops into these funny, quirky, dark humor moments that are just so brilliant. This film works on so many different levels, and a lot of people give it a lot of slack because it's Intolerable Cruelty, it's Coen Brothers, it's, they expect more from it. But honestly, in my opinion, I think this is a great, entertaining. It keeps you enthralled in their world, and it has awesome camera movements. It has awesome pacing. The music is good. It just works overall. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best Coen Brothers film. Definitely not. But it's not an artsy-fartsy film. So that's why a lot of these people are like, no, it's not good. You know what? Artsy-fartsy is overrated. This is a good, entertaining film, and you will definitely enjoy it. So please check this out. This is streaming on Netflix. I give this an 8 out of 10 just because I enjoyed it that much. And I honestly think a lot of people will agree with me on this one. you could kind of say it's a chick flick, I guess in a weird way, but it also it kind of transcends both genders. So I think you could kind of get away with it and watching it as a date night movie, and still enjoy it yourself. So please check this out again. And like always, our feature artist is a local band here from Central Florida, and I saw these guys live recently, and they were phenomenal live, and their music is obviously a great addition to the show. So I hope you guys enjoy this band, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, welcome back, and I hope you guys enjoyed our feature artist this week. Again, local band in Central Florida, phenomenal stuff, and I'm going to set up a link with them on my website, geckofilmproductions.com, and please check out the website. I have all the feature artists thing. If you click on the actual logo, it takes you to the link to their website, and they have awesome songs on there. Please enjoy their stuff. So without further ado, the next film that I want to review is Lady Killers. This is streaming on Netflix again, and it's another Coen Brothers film. This stars Tom Hanks, Marlon Wayans, J.K. Simmons, and they're basically a dysfunctional group of bank robbers. And Tom Hanks does this weird, quirky Bible salesman type of weird Southern thing. I have no clue what to call it other than just it's awesome, the character that he establishes. It's great, it's entertaining, it keeps you on your feet. You just feel like you want to laugh every time you look at his face. That's how entertaining this guy is in this film. Tom Hanks is a phenomenal actor. I will consider him the golden child of Hollywood for this generation, and he is one of the best actors. He's our Marlon Brando for our generation. He is great. Every movie he's been in, there's not a single bad one. Alright? So, Tom Hanks steals the show with this. Marlon Wayans plays the stereotypical, the token black guy in the film, and he is funny. He plays this off so freaking well. Alright? Then, J.K. Simmons, he's this gastrointestinal, deformed human being that it's so funny, his character. And he, again, I fell in love with him in this film, and I started watching a lot of his other films. I just purchased Whiplash, which I'll be reviewing on here in the next coming weeks. So this film you gotta check out. It's great. It has this Southern old lady as well, this Southern Baptist African American lady that is hilarious, and she's the housekeeper that these guys are staying with. Oh my god, that is brilliant. I love her character. So Lady Killers, the Coen Brothers film, the remake obviously, and this is a 7 out of 10 by far. So the next film that I want to review is Lawless. This is a John Hillkent film, and it stars Tom Hardy, Shia LaBeouf, and Guy Pearce. This is a great character study. I love this. This is about bootleggers in the early 1900s, and this is during the Prohibition time that these guys are making moonshine out of their backward ass town close to the major city, and they're rivaling with gangsters, with mobsters, local police officers, FBI, and that's the whole story revolves around this family and their fight to survive as bootleggers in this state. And the Guy Pearce character is an FBI agent slash gangster wannabe type of guy, and he is there to take control and wipe out these bootleggers that are in this state. And he's like a badass in this film. And Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf are the two main brothers that the film revolves around, and their roles are so great, so convincing. Now, the problem with this film is the direction it takes. There's no emotional connection, and there's no tension in this film. The story calls for a lot of tension building and a lot of moments, but they're not there. They're disappointing. I blame that on the direction and the editing of the film. A lot of that could have been so much better, but it just lacked 100% because of this. So I can't really recommend this film that much. I think that as an actor, as a screenwriter, you will really like this film. And just if you want to enjoy a good entertaining movie with a couple buddies, this is a good film to watch. But don't take it to heart and don't think that this is going to be a masterpiece. But Tom Hardy never fails. Like I've mentioned before, Bronson, all these movies, this guy is a phenomenal actor. So please check this out on Netflix, at least if anything, just to watch Tom Hardy and Shia LaBeouf kick ass as gangsters and Guy Pearce try to stop them. That is just a brilliant combination. I give this a 6 out of 10 just because of the characters. That's how good they are. Alright, so like always, I'll see you guys next week. And next week I'm actually going to do a special edition because it's 4th of July weekend and I want to do something cool. So I'm going to be recording that soon, and it won't be your usual three movie review. It'll be a top 5 streaming picks. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'll see you guys next week. Like always, my name is Lewis and this is Man Bites Film.